Each day, Vitalant Blood Donation needs to collect 5,000 units of blood, platelets, and plasma for those in need.
But this time of the year, those donations slow down and the need is critical. Regional Director of Blood Services, Martine Williams, joins us now so we can figure out how to help and reverse this. Because I imagine we're done with the holiday season, but the slowdown continues. Is that correct?
Absolutely. The time of the year for the holidays in the winter, we see fewer donations. The frequency drops. As you know, we're all out celebrating the holidays.
Right.
We're traveling. We're, celebrating our holiday tradition. So blood donation is not at the top of mind at that time, and our patients do not take a back seat. They can't take that holiday break.
Right. Why does the need for it go up in the winter? Are there more accidents? Like, what happens that causes the need to grow?
The need doesn't necessarily grow.
Okay.
The donations kind of
Just
drop.
dwindle. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you talk about, give us the numbers of how much blood is actually needed every day.
Yes, so Vitalant is the largest nonprofit independent blood organization, and we serve 900 hospitals throughout the U.S. So that equates to about 5,000 units of blood every single day that's needed. A day?
Wow.
And that's a combination of red blood cells, platelets, and plasma. So having that blood at the ready is extremely important.
I mean, you think about a crash or something where someone gets injured. Some people can use it up to 4 or 5, but more.
Or more. Trauma victims, sometimes it's 20, 30 units, and you need a specific blood type.
Yeah, talk about that, the donor demographic that's needed.
The donor demographic has changed drastically. So think about our baby boomers who were understanding the importance of blood donation, committed donors, donating every 8 weeks. Now they are older and they are becoming blood recipients.
Oh,
right. So
okay.
now it's time to educate our younger folks and help them understand the importance that they need to step up and build that gap that is not there anymore.
Well, and I'm sure COVID didn't help you guys at all, right? People were not going out, and now that people are back out more, but there are assurances everyone is going to be kept safe, correct?
Correct. Yeah. COVID did not help us at all. It did actually impact the blood supply, but our issue, I think, is now bigger than COVID.
Yeah.
As we talk about the demographics and the different populations that need to donate, specifically our Black and brown communities, we don't see a lot of that, and the need is there specifically for our sickle cell patients and things like that. So it's really important that we educate. If not, we're going to find ourselves in a bigger situation.
Yeah.
So it's not a situation where people are out there getting hurt and crashes or what have you, accidents. These are people who actually have medical conditions. Talk about the people who are in need of these blood donations.
It's both, and it is accident trauma victims, but also our cancer and leukemia patients as well, elective surgeries. So if the blood isn't there, our physicians have to make a decision who's going to get the blood.
Yeah.
Or they may have to cancel those surgeries if it's not available.
I mean, you think about if your loved one, something happens to them and they need the blood, and you could have gone and donated in 15 minutes and helped them.
Yes, and that's the thing. It doesn't hit home until it hit home. We don't think about it until it hits home.
How hard is it to donate? Or is it easy to donate?
It's very easy. It takes about an hour out of your day from start to finish, and that's you're coming in, you do a mini physical, registration. You're sitting in the blood bed about maybe 10 minutes, and then we ask you to sit and have refreshments. So 1 hour to save 3 lives and give somebody more time with their families. It's really just a good service to go and be a part of that life-saving mission.
And you get cookies.
Is it still an hour if you've already donated before?
Yes.
It is.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. All right.
So people say, okay, I want to help, but how do I find out? Like, maybe I have free time that pops up. How do I find out where I can help?
Absolutely. So you can go on our website, www.vitalant.org. We also have an app where you can put in your zip code, and it'll give you any blood drives in the surrounding areas, as well as our 16 donation locations throughout the Chicago area.
All right. Well, this is good information. People out there, if you're listening, please step up to help.
Absolutely.
As a special thanks during National Blood Donor Month, donors who come off the sidelines and help make it a goal to help patients through January 20th will be entered into a big trip to the Big Game giveaway. Please visit Vitalant.org for more information. You know, the big game. The big game. Something that starts with an S, U-B-E-R-B-O-W-L. Yeah, the big game. Thank you so much, Martine.
Thank you so much for having me.